update with the versions that they gave me. Oh, double white border. All right. We've had our fun this evening. We went ahead and played a little bit of Infect, but here we go. We've got Red Prison. This is the Karn control list. It's Karn control because the focus is actually a bit more on Karn, even though we have 6 Chandras. You'll also notice we have Seasoned Pyromancer and Maze Mind Tome here, as you see right here. These are just to help us a little bit as well. To reorganize this so that it's a little more familiar for you fine folks out there, we put Simian Spirit Guides over here. We have the Abrade, Seasoned Pyromancers, and Maze Mind Tomes together. This is our utility slot. Chandra is our top end. We have 8 Planeswalkers. We have 11 lock pieces. 12th one is here on the bridge, in the sideboard. Because we're playing a 6-mana Chandra, and I don't remember who exactly put this list together from the Pyro Prison Discord, which you can find in links below at YouTube, or here you can do !Discord. We have 22 lands for that 6-mana slot, and we also have 8 instead of the 9/21. This is probably not a bad idea due to the Chandra and Karn being at 4, and also because we have this Maze Mind Tome. This can scry us to where we need. Maybe skip a few lands, something like that. Sideboard wise, last time I played this, I kind of recall wanting an extra anger. Let's strip a relic and add 1 extra anger here. I kind of want to put 1 more in. I don't know how many times I'm going to care about the graveyard. Let's go ahead and grab a random Slag Storm. The only reason I'm doing that is because there's been some quicker decks where like Chandra Awakened Inferno just doesn't really matter. We saw actually a fair amount of decks that we just played against in the last league where I think Angers and Slag Storms would be a bit better than Relic. Of course, this time I'll be getting in and I'll be getting a whole bunch of sweet Dredge matchups. To avoid too much of that, let's bring 1 Tormod's Crypt in here. And I think I want to drop 1 Dragonclaw. Maybe I don't do that. You know what? I'm going to do that because I have the 4 Anger, Slag Storms type of things, and I'm going to do a pair of Dragonclaws. You know what? No. I got this. Dragonclaws up, 1 Relic out, Tormod's Crypt. That's what we're going to do. This is the list. Let's go for it. Yes. I think it is one of Jangle's list, Mr. Jangles. I think you're right, Grayus. Alright, let's play some Magic. Let's keep it going for this evening. For those that are enjoying this, thank you so much for those follows, subscribes. Also, as a heads up, we're going to be adjusting our schedule a little bit. We're probably going to start adding a little bit of Arena in there. For those that are like, man, I like the modern content, but I don't want Arena. Give it a shot. I'm actually really enjoying Historic currently. I'll probably experiment a little bit with Standard. I did like Zendikar previously, so I would like to play Zendikar again. But when we play Historic, give it a shot. It may not be your thing, may not be your cup of tea, but it also can give you some good ideas for some of your modern decks. So be on the lookout for some of those changes. Minecraft may be switching to another day as well. Just keep those things in mind. All right. Let's see who we're going to play against. We're going to go ahead and keep this opening hand here just to get a little bit warmed up here. Hopefully we don't run into something crazy, but maybe we can find ourselves with a Chalice on 1 doing wonderful things. Chalice on 0 might be better here. Depends on what the Gemstone Mines means. If you don't know what this deck is already by this point, I'll give you a few more seconds and then I'll make the call at what I believe it is. You ready? You ready for the spoilers? You ready? They didn't reveal anything, but they might and typically would. Any ideas? I'm waiting for it in chat. Let's put this. I want to put bridge. I don't think I need bridge here. All right, so the question here is, do we want to throw a Chalice on 0? The reason we want to maybe put a Chalice on 0 is because this is probably Neoform. It looks like Gristleform. Camber's got it what I think is correct. It's either Ad Nauseam or it's my favorite deck, exactly. Now, we could put a Chalice on 0 with the intention to stop Summoner's Pact. Some of them do play that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because it also messes up Ad Nauseam here just enough. So we'll go ahead and do this. Best draw off the top would be a Blood Moon at this point. But if I do miss the Blood Moon, I do have a shot here at Karn down to get Liquid Metal Coating. Plains. Well, I might have to take everything I just said back. What plays Gemstone and Plains? Oh, it's totally ad nauseam. Alright, Ritual Spell's better here. I need a Ritual Spell. I'm pretty okay with my Chalice on 0 still. Chalice on 1 could be good. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. Karn. Ta-da! I'll probably just go get a Liquid Metal Coating here. It's a pretty strong card. Alright, chat's better and smarter than I am. I've been playing too much of that Historic that I was talking about earlier. Anyway, we shut down the Pentad Prism here. I have a Liquid Metal Coating to take care of the lands. They play this one more time, they lose the land anyway. We might have them locked out here. We'll see. Temple Deceit. Cool, cool, cool. I think I want to take care of that blue-black land here. It's a shame their Pentad Prism can't be used anymore. It's a good day. It's a good day. We're doing things. Okay, so this one's a bit interesting because we don't have a Rabble Masters, so we actually have to rely a little bit harder on our lock pieces here. That being said, man, 4 Rabble Masters? Oh wait, these aren't Rabble Masters. We really need to get a Karn or a Blood Moon down pretty quickly in this matchup. Honestly, these bridges aren't very good. That being said, it'd be nice to just play Karn and then a Wormcoil to try to finish the game. Trying to think what I would want. Does Torp Orb hit anything? What's Thassa's Oracle read? And I was thinking of the 100 bits. I don't know if I spelled that right. When it enters battlefield, look at top X card. Yeah, so I'm going to do 1 orb over a bridge here. We'll leave 1 orb sideboard for Karn. I was wondering if it was ETB. It is. Thank you for the generous bits, everyone, tonight. Generous bits. Keeping a 1-lander. I have 2 chalices. Chalice on 0, chalice on 1. Stops quite a few things. I don't know if I can keep a 1-lander. I kind of want to try it because I'm feeling like I'm on fire and lucky, so let's do that, but I would highly recommend not doing this. The only reason I've like sort of tempted here is maybe they get to play some Lotus Blooms here. The Chalice stops that, and then I get the Desperate Ritual out of Seasoned Pyromancer. Hopefully hit my land drops and get the Karn. The Karn's pretty big here in this matchup. They don't do any Lotus Blooms here. I do hit my land drops, that's nice. I don't need another Karn, technically. Let's go ahead and Chalice 0 past turn. Chalice also stops Engineer Explosive, which is something sometimes they play. See Chrome Cross number 2 here. Here we go with the Pentad Prism again. So if we get a Ritual Spell here, it's just rinse and repeat game 2 as game 1 here. Posture's pretty good, man. Nice. Alright, we don't quite do that. Maybe I do a Chalice on 1 here. That would stop quite a few ways that they could just kill me here. Let's do Chalice on 1 over to Torp Orb. Although we've hit kind of everything we need here. Seasoned Pyromancer Ritual out. I really want to just play Karn to stop the Pentad Prism, but a Chalice on 0 and 1, they can't like randomly get me with a Angel's Grace, Simian Spirit Guide ad nauseum. So this is forcing the enchantment to be played if they have it. Land? Extra Chalice. Huh. Do I want to play this Torpor Orb of Seasoned Pyromancer? If I ritual out Seasoned Pyromancer, I ditch Chalice and Chandra here, try and hit a land. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do Seasoned Pyromancer here to put pressure. Chandra Chalice out. Maintain a Torpor Orb here. That way I get the value out of Seasoned Pyromancer here. Try and hit a land or two. We hit 2, exactly. So my opponent gets a turn here where they have 5 mana, maybe a 6th if they land a land. But we have the Chalice on 1 covering a piece here. Phyrexian Unlife. Kind of good that we have pressure here. Okay. We could Karn here, which would stop 5 mana, but it doesn't stop... It doesn't stop if they have a 5th land, although a lot of their black lands typically are Temple of Deceit or Darkslick Shores. So it's likely that the black land that would needed for ad nauseum is tapped when it comes in, which makes me think that I actually want to go ahead and just play Karn down tick and go get a Liquid Metal. I think I have one more turn here to avoid needing to have Torpor Orb in play. And by playing Karn down, it threatens to win the game more rapidly than a Torpor Orb does. That is my guesstimate here. Dry Bomber, what's up? Thanks for the follow. This is my guess. We've Angel's Grace, which doesn't do anything because of the Chalice. We go down here. We're going to go get a Liquid Metal Coating and pass turn. I'm hoping it's not an untapped source, black, and ad nauseum. As long as it's not those, we should be good because Liquid Metal Coating comes down and gets rid of the Temple. We have a Thassa's Oracle coming into play, and this is a really good sign for us as they're entering this, but they have 46 cards remaining. They can't spoils in response to the Chalice on 1 currently. Chalice on 1 doing a lot of work here. Talk about a deck that could be completely blown out by Chalice and now having our list here. We'll put that on top, that's fine. All right, Liquid Metal here. Let's get rid of this Temple. And we'll get rid of all kinds of other things happening. Torpor Orb here. I'm not really getting around this for a turn. That's fine, though. Wanting to support the man teaching people about Blood Moon and why it's virtuous lifestyle and the opponent of my one true love. I'm so sorry if your one true love is ad nauseum for matchups like this, because we have a lot of practice against trophy leaders and other things, and for the most part we've got exactly what we know we need a lot of the time. This one worked out because we had the Karn. Now, that being said, they get to 4 mana, they could Thassa's Oracle, Spoils the Vault, and Angel's Grace pretty rapidly and just kind of take you out. So Chalice on 0, Chalice on 1s are pretty good there. Karn was very good because Pentad Prism and Karn don't get along. One of the benefits to playing a Karn heavy build is definitely the ad nauseum matchup. Yeah, that matchup is landslide victory one way or the other. You either just combo out really fast with ad nauseum, or I stop you completely. There's very little, if any, middle ground of, oh, turn 5, 6, 7, this could turn around. Nope, this is like turn 4, 5, it's decided. Done. All right, match 2 here. Match 2. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, a goblin. Alright, well, we have a double chalice here. We have a Maze Mind Tome, and we have a Seasoned Pyromancer. I have a feeling I could actually get rid of the ritual here. Kind of play a Maze Mind Tome and see if that benefits us. I feel like we're going to try this. We're going to probably chalice or something. We're not going to be rushing out the Seasoned Pyromancer. You like the second chalice? I like keeping the first chalice and the second here for a Thoughtseize and Grixis Death Shadow potential matchup. Also for burn, I'd like chalice on 1 and 2. Ad nauseum, 0 and 1. Chalice obviously doesn't do a whole lot against a couple matchups, but with the Void here, I'm able to hit my next land, and I'm probably landing a chalice here. So I like keeping 2 chalices instead of a ramp spell. Jakova, what's up? How you doing? We have a Stomping Ground. Untap, Shocked in here. Void's going to be looking for a land. We hit our land. And I think I'm going to just go ahead and start with a chalice on 1. This typically means that they have at least Bolt, which they do. And if they are a Bolt deck, they're usually a Ponza deck. And if they're a Ponza deck, then the chalice on 1 is all we'll need. Let's see if they give us a hint here. All right, so we have what appears to be Jund. I'm going to go ahead and try something a little bit different than I normally do. I'm going to Maze Mind Tome here. I'm going to stop on my turn. We're going to scry and look for the land. This could kill that. If I get the land, I could put chalice on 2. This does kill a Scavenging Ooze, which is kind of nice. I scried way too early. I should have waited. Now I have to think and what they could potentially play. I think I can beat a Scavenging Ooze. I'm going to bottom it looking for the land. I want to stay the course with the chalice on 2 plan here. Chalice on 2 is going to stop a Spyglass, unfortunately. But I think Chalice on 2 can really stop a lot of things from Jund here. I'm assuming that it's Jund. Wooded Foothills cracked here. Blood Crypt. Blood Crypt, please. This is very much. Isn't a braid again. Let's bottom this. This is Ponza. Very much Ponza. Seasoned Pyromancer getting rid of a Chalice and a Karn here. We don't need Chalice on 2 for this matchup. We have a Blood Moon, which is useless here. We're gonna bottom Simian Spirit Guide. Okay, so this matchup we're behind here. I've got a Blood Moon that's useless. I have a Karn that could maybe do something. Maybe? Probably wants to go get a Worm Coil, honestly. Seasoned Pyromancer here. Yeah, I'm probably going to want this Worm Coil and get rid of... gain some life here, possibly. We're going to still look for our land. Ooh. I'm going to bottom. I'm going to go for that Worm Coil. We're going to try to hit the land here. We miss a land. Let's do Karn. I don't think there's any reason not to just go get the Worm Coil. Like right here. Be like, that's what I'm gonna play. Alright, they take my Chalice points. Wooded Foothills, please don't be a Bloodbraid Elf. Please, 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 please. This is a very difficult matchup for us. Yeah, four lands is definitely an important thing here. We can play Seasoned Pyromancer and ditch the 2 cards that we draw. And if it's a card we particularly want, we can use Karn here as well to go get a trash card. Please don't be a Bloodbraid. This is kind of interesting. Let's try this. We're going to be upticking with this Karn now. Hopefully they don't have something that randomly removes Seasoned Pyromancer here. We're going to eat an elf. That's fine. We're going to lose our Seasoned Pyromancer, but we're playing a new one anyway. I'm not so worried about this Scavenging News here being large because we have the Worm Coil coming. I just need to stop it from killing me. The Voids are nice because they help with kind of smoothing out your draws, which red struggles with from time to time. Alright, they immediately eat my Seasoned Pyromancer, which is fine here. Gemstone's cool too. Yeah, this hand's been like very weird. Do I take a scry here? How much different is a scry versus just a... It's not much different. We're going to actually take the draw here instead, because the scry and the draw is not hardly any different here. Because we want just a third land, which we hit. We hit 2 lands. That's nice. Seasoned Pyromancer getting rid of Blood Moon and a Mountain here. Take 2 more draws. Go up here with Karn and pass turn. We're at a healthy 15 due to the Maze Mine Tome, and we're about to play a Worm Coil Engine. Worm Coil Engine could trade with Scavenging News at some point, if we get lucky there. We have the ability to chump and chump here, which is nice. Keeps Karn alive for another turn. Further after that, though, it's going to be a bit hit or miss. Hey, thank you for the follow. Gorb and Urikusio. Thank you. Appreciate it. Decks to play tonight were an Infect deck and then also the Prison Lock deck that you're seeing here. It's roughly the 75, maybe 1 or 2 changes. Changes are typically sideboard, meta-based, and what we've seen in previous leagues. In this case, we added some extra Angers instead of Relics. Ironically, this matchup, it'd be nice to have a Relic. But that's the breaks. 5 mana here is a little scary for maybe a Glory Bringer, although they've had the opportunity the last few turns to use God of Destiny to go get a Glory Bringer, so it is what it is. Seasoned Pyromancer again? 3 mana, it looks like it. Be funny if they anger here. Anger, swing with Scavenging News. Got some thoughts going on in my opponent's brain here. Alright, so here, Elemental here, Seasoned Pyromancer blocks a token. This way we keep a Seasoned Pyromancer around this time. This way I have 2 creatures potentially for the Worm Coil. Alright. No more upkeep stop, we don't need that. We'll go up here with this, Karn. We'll Void. I'd like to see a Chandra Awakened Inferno. Bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Worm Coil, pass turn. Cool. Seasoned Pyromancer makes tokens, that's totally fine. We'll go ahead and pass the turn. So they have the opportunity to kill Karn here, but I have to attack with everything, which means we have Worm Coil gaining us a lot of life here. Keep in mind I can always Tormod's Crypt and or when they eat with either God of Destiny or Scavenging News, I can always get Worm Coil back because it'll be in exile, so we'll play to that. Took a Lightning Bolt to 2 damage to us. There's very little reason for them not to attack here. Worst case for us is maybe an Abrade on the Worm Coil Engine, and then our Death Touch and Lifelink, they're a little smaller. So that would be a bit of a pain. I don't see what else could really be a pain, though. I guess a Glory Bringer, my opponent decides they don't really need to attack us. They shoot down, for example, Seasoned Pyromancer when they exert. Use Scavenging News to eat 2 things at some point and kill Worm Coil by trading. That could be a line that's going on right now. But I think Abrade's the worst for us. And this list across from us should be running it. They pillage away my Chalice on 1 here. They've left themselves with 2 forests. They do have a Stomping Ground, so this looks like maybe a bolt here for Karn. They bolt Seasoned Pyromancer. Now they can eat Seasoned Pyromancer and an Arbor Elf and trade here using Scavenging News. They attack 3 at Karn here. This is an easy block, obviously. Gain life. Karn dies. I think I'm just going to go ahead and attack back at them. Just gain the extra 6 here. If they scavenging ooze, that's fine too. We go to 23. My opponent goes to 19. They can eat their Arbor Elf here. They now have 6. That's fine. They're going to do 6 back to us. But they're not maybe gaining as much. This needs 7 devotion. They've currently got 3, so I'm feeling good about that. Let's see here. So best draws for us are probably Chandra Awakened Inferno at this point. Especially if I don't lose another creature immediately. Bloodbraid Elf spins with a lightning bolt. That's a lot of damage. 3 in. They have 9, 10, 11 damage. Seasoned Pyromancer. Well, okay. They got enough to bring up God of Destiny pretty quickly. Alright, so I hit an Abrade. Man, they have a lot over there. Alright, let's be cute about this Wormcoil. You ready to be cute? We're going to attack for 6. When they go to combat, I actually think I'm going to split my Wormcoil. Try to Death Touch the Scavenging Ooze. And maybe block Seasoned Pyromancer. Depends on what they play pre-combat here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I love this card. Alright, I'm going to risk that they have... Let's hope they don't have Bolt here. We're going to destroy our own Wormcoil here. They can eat it with Scavenging Ooze, but I'm hoping the Death Touch can block Scavenging Ooze here. And we lifelink over here. So that's the idea here. Let's see if it works. 7, 8, 9. I don't know. We'll be at 3. They can just bolt me. I don't know. We'll find out. It's a really risky line. We're at 3. They have a Seasoned Pyromancer, so I need some sort of creature. I don't hit a creature. I gotta be on blocking defense, it looks like. We're going to 1 here. They don't even use Seasoned Pyromancers. I can block a Bloodbraid Elf. There's a Utopia Sprawl. I take 2, I gain 3. If I block over there, I die. I must block Bloodbraid Elf here. Well, it was worth trying with the Wormcoil. Didn't come through, I don't think. Because I have no interaction for the God of Destiny. And because I don't have relics. Let's go ahead and cast Splicing, just to make sure I have a ton of mana here. A ton of mana. What I'm going to do with it, I have no idea. Let's hit something big. Big finale. Oh, those would be nice. Bridge to block and then God of Destiny something, but not going to do enough. All right, game 1 done. Ponza's a difficult matchup, though. Let's see if we can rectify this. We're not fast. We're not fast, but we have Anger Slag Storms here. Blood Moons can come out. So Anger's in, Blood Moon's out. Bridge left for Karn. Wormcoil left for Karn. Chalice on 1 does some decent work here. Probably want to keep it. I think we're good. I think that's the big change. So unfortunately, we're not aggro. We're not doing Rabble Masters. We're not punching in here. So this could be an unfavorable matchup for sure. Certainly unfavorable. How did Infect turn out? Infect went 4-1, Zale. Because we champions. We're champions, and we took down Burn, or a prowess burn strategy at the end. Nice, yeah. Alright. Keep a fun little hand here. We might be casting Seasoned Pyromancer pretty quick. 31 months. Oh my gosh, Zale. Thank you so much for that Prime sub. Also, I noticed you spotted the code in the arena section of Varos's Discord. Congrats on that. You got like a hype crate? Oh, I thought that was a book or something. Infect's having a bit of a rough time right now. Well, we did okay. We did okay. Oh, the fun. All right. I don't recommend this line, but I think the matchup is so unfavored that I want to give it a shot. We're going to try to shoot Arbor Elf here and hope they don't have a bolt. Sometimes they do this play because they have another basic, and then they have just a Utopia Sprawl. This could still obviously bolt us. So there's the Utopia Sprawl, and then the bolt. A Cinder Vines. Nice. Okay, okay. We got lucky. Cinder Vines is here. This makes Bridge worse. I kind of want to play Chandra in, uptick, Desperate Ritual, Seasoned Pyromancer, ditch Bridge. Like put pressure on my opponent this way. I know we're going to take a couple points here of damage. But this makes Chandra nice and high on the 5 here. Little Scry land here as well. I'm cool with putting on top. And we'll pass turn. This Chalice isn't very useful against a Cinder Vines, I will be honest. Looks like we're going to spin the wheel here. Bloodbraid. BBE. Spins to an Arbor Elf. What's cool here is I can block this. Wonder what I put Chalice on. Maybe I do just throw it on 1 if I hit nothing here with the Chandra. Trying to get this up to 7. Ooh. Maybe I'm just actually using Chandra here on the Seasoned Pyromancer tokens now. We'll probably do that. We're doing this because I think my best chance here is getting Chandra to 7. My opponent has a Cinder Vines and 3 cards. If we see another like Bloodbraid Elf or something, I can at least chump block here. Renin 6 is a bit frustrating because it stops Chandra. Looks like we have Renin 6 plus Bloodbraid into a Collector Ufe. That's currently fine. You can use Renin 6 to pick off something if they'd like to. They decide, let's attack. Let's double block here. Okay. So we have Ren and 6. Luckily, we don't have a land that cantrips currently. Bridge doesn't stop this due to Cinder Vines. This is going to be a tough one. Collective Ufe. Picks up a land, plays a land. 1 card to beat. 1 card to beat. Let's go ahead and go up here, see if I can hit something nice. That's not. Let's go ahead and stop bolts in our future. Alright, so they can pick off my Elemental here. They can Renin 6 just attack Chandra here with 1 point for a ping. The Arbor Elf can swing in as well. I think I just need to have them ignore Chandra for us to have a shot here. but I have a feeling they're going to attack Chandra. Removes the elemental so they can get him for 3. We're hoping no big threat here. God of Destiny is a relatively large threat. When it hits for 3, this is going at Chandra, I assume. The answer is yes. All right, we're getting a braid. Let's go up. A chalice. Probably not going to fire that off. We'll pass turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't matter if I kill Collector Ufe here with the Abrade. It doesn't stop Cloithus from being active. With our life total about to go to 15 here. 15, this would 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. They can put me to 5 here if they wanted. I don't feel very good about this one. This is going to probably be a loss. Interesting change there. All right, they throw Chandra here. We'll go ahead and attempt to kill Collector Oof. I take a point here instead of 2. At least it's not reoccurring damage. Running 6 picks off the Chandra. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Stomps me. Plays Bone Crusher. We're dead on board here. Pretty dead on board. I'll humor it. If we would have kept the bridge earlier with the Cinder Vines, I'd have a bridge maybe in play here. That being said, we would have lost our 1 to the Cinder Vines, and after playing the different ones here, we'd probably be about 12, between 8 and 12 damage. Or sorry, 8 and 12 life points. My opponent can just fire this off. They have the God of Destiny. God of Destiny is active. This is 8, 9, 10, 11 with the activated, 12, 13, 14 damage here. Wasn't sure if I needed to take it or not. I just put it out there. Whoever found it. Whoever found it, Zale. Evan told me to do it that way. So I did. Alright, we're dead. Panza takes us down. Little 2-0 from the Ad Nauseam. 0-2 from Panza. Match 3. Right? Right now. That's a no-lander. I think we'll mulligan that. Need lands to play Magic. Alright, this is a turn 2 Chandra. I think our opponent recognizes our name. Let's see how lucky we can get here. Gonna go for it. Ditching a land. That way I have at least Seasoned Pyromancer as well. My poor hand. My hand hurts. My poor hand. It's all rough. They have wished us good luck. We wish them the same. Fiery Islet here. Aether Vial. Alright. Play Void first here. See what's on top of the library. Panza is a tough match. Panza's probably a bit unfavored most of the time. Put that on top. I like the idea of a Chandra, Maze Mind, Tome, scrying and or drawing cards. We may draw cards against this fun opponent. Little blue, little red. Blue-red with an Aether Vial does confuse me for Modern. Not entirely sure what that could be. Now we have Jeskai colors. 2 painful lands. Not familiar with a deck that plays this mana base and a vial. I'm very familiar with a deck that plays this mana base and a vial. Gargamel, what's up? What's the record so far? It's 1-1 currently, Tomahawk. Alright, so I'm contemplating just using Chandra downticking here. I think I want to still go the plan here. Chandra, uptick, Maze Mine Tome. I think that's where I still want to be. I'm probably not drawing now. I'm probably using the Scry ability to try to find some action. Bottom. Super easy bottom. Alright. No Aether Vial in 1, thank goodness. They do have a lot of mana here with the Smoke Braider. They have up to 4, maybe a 5th land here. Seasoned Pyromancer is going to be a nice little digging spell here. I think I'm going to use a Scry here instead of using like the draw ability, because if I use the draw ability I won't be able to play a Karn, and at this point, based on what we're seeing, I probably want a Karn to stop the Aether Vial. If I found a Karn and was able to stop the Aether Vial, the Smoke Braider would be the next target. Super hyped to see Elemental Tribal. Oh gosh, they've got all the protection. Alright, well, good thing I'm going to have some chump blockers here. I'm going to scry here before I draw, bottom the land. Alright. Up here. Skipped over a mountain, that's fine. Seasoned Pyromancer, gets rid of the land. Bridge. Okay. Looking okay here. The bridge is going to help us quite a bit. They do have things that kill bridge, but bridge will probably be our next play. Seasoned Pyromancer jumping in front of one of these Unsettled Mariners here. Opponent's got 2 cards. Looks good. Our record this league is 1-1. Ad Nauseam Panza. Ad Nauseam is a clean 2-0. Panza 0-2'd us, which is right on par for the course. This matchup is probably favored ever so slightly to the player that got the play, but probably based on our build is a little bit in our favor because we brought in more Angers and Bridges. We don't have... I wonder if this is just smarter to block here. Like if I lose Chandra here, it's rough, but taking them off the colors here, they have a Lord effect. It was going to kill it anyway, where this way, I don't have a random 1/1 that can get under our bridge. Anyway, I think this matchup may be slightly favored in ours because of our sideboard. As long as they don't find their tutor bridge, should be fine. If 4 tutor elementals, and usually the evoke artifact creatures. I assume the big thing was also just, did they have a vial? This is usually Risen Reef, right? Oh, it's Vesper Lark. Oh, hotness. I love this card. Phantasmal Image, copying Seasoned Pyromancer. Man, that is a play. Love it. All right, these are all 2 X's though, so bridge is looking powerful. Let's go ahead and use Maze Mine again. We definitely won't want to be drawing. Ooh. Shoot. All right, we can put this on top. I want to take this. Up for damage. Don't need you, lady. Bridge, pass turn. Cool. Karn's good because that'll stop Aether Vial And then I can also get a secondary bridge here, and they're going to need a lot to finish this game out. Yeah, Blood Moon's pretty good. Aether Vial is pretty good. This build of the deck is not very good against control. And what I mean by this build is without an aggressive package, blue-white control usually can control what you're playing. We do have a pair of Awakened Infernos main deck to try to prevent that. But generally speaking, this would not be the list I would recommend if your meta has a lot of blue-white control. You need to be playing probably Rabble Masters, Punisher Prison, or something more on the lines of getting damage down quickly. By the way, their mana base has been really like hurting them. There's Smoke Braider again. That's not too concerning for us. We'll go ahead and take this Scry one more time here. We're just setting things up. Again, I'm not picking anything up because of the bridge. Chalice. I'm gonna put that on bottom. I don't need a Chalice. Nice. Play Karn here. Here we can go ahead and get an artifact. We're gonna go get a liquid metal. We could get like a maze mine that I have exiled, but I like this. And then on my opponent's upkeep now, I don't need to stop on mine. We can shut down a land here, and the Aether Vial is shut down as well. I could also shut down this card. You know what? Let's do that. That's kind of fun. Oh, that's right. Unsettled Mariner. It's OP. OP card. That's right. Will this hurt my lands? Permanent you control. Okay. All right. That's going to be a little bit tricky to get through. We'll get through this. I have faith that we'll get through. Up 3 mana, 1, 2. I can make 6 mana currently. Karn, double tick down, kill a land, play bridge. That's 5 mana. Okay. Anything else sideboard that I would want? I could pick up a Walking Ballista. I want these. What I could also do is use Karn down tick here and go get another bridge. They're saying it'll be tough to get out of. I don't know if they'll be able to if I play 2 more bridges. Yeah, this is a good card. This is a very good card. Oh man. That's not a good card for us. This is their one that tutors up stuff. Where does it put it? Put the card on top. That'd be funny to have like a mill card. I don't have one, but it would be really funny to have one. So the card's going to go on top. They can Fiery Islet to grab it, but they don't particularly want to be doing that, I presume. Risen Reef was the chosen one. And they can play this right now. We could grab a Torp Orb, which is probably fine to go get now. Let's go get another artifact. Probably okay to get the Torp Orb at this point. We'll go and exile this as well. My opponent's new to the deck, they said. All good, all good. I think at this point, this should be a hard lock. Yeah, Blood Moon stops a lot of things, but they usually have the Vial or they have this card. At this point in the game, though, I think we've got a hard lock here. My opponent should scoop to save some time. There we go. Cool. Anger Slagstorms all come in here. For me, I'm thinking Awakened Inferno is just too high up. Realistically, Chalice isn't very good here either. Maybe it's just 4 Chalices out. Chalice is good to stop Aether Vial, and that's probably about it. We could probably bring one Torp Orb main decked. We could probably strip a Maze Mind Tome for that, or an Awakened Inferno. Noting that this, by the way, Chandra's abilities here. Chandra Awakened Inferno deals 3 damage to each non-elemental creature. Is really in poor taste in this matchup. She can still kill them. You do the minus ability. I like that actually, that play. Add the Spyglass. Add the Spyglass in the Torp Orb main deck with Angers and Slagstorms. Have Maze Mind Tomes, Abrades, use Karn to go fetch the extra bridge or the Torp Orb that's in the side. Bridges main and sideboard bridge and just Blood Moon them out. Okay. Well, this is an interesting hand. I don't see anything wrong with this hand. Let's try it. All right. No Blood Moon effect. That's okay, though. We have the Abrade if I want to get rid of an Aether Vial. We top deck an Anger as well, so that looks real nice. Let's go ahead and put the land on top. So we have the Abrade for the Aether Vial. We have an Anger of the Gods to clear, and the Maze Minds, hopefully, to either gain a little bit of life and or find the cards we need. What about list deck is not updated? It may not be updated. We put this in mid-stream, so it may not be updated. I don't know which one I have linked. Oh, I have the Karn lock one. Let me see if I have a different one. Bitly. Copy. Nightbot. I grabbed the long. I have them labeled. This one's actually called Karn Control. There's a Lightning Skelemental. Oh my gosh. That's a brutal card. There you go. There you go. Alright, so we have Lightning Skelemental here. It kind of makes me just want to ditch both Maze Mind Tomes. I could ditch a Ritual and a Maze Mind Tome here, probably. I want to keep the Anger around. Let's do a Desperate and a Maze Mind Tome. I can play a Bridge here next. Stop that from happening again. And now I have Anger and Maze Mind to follow up after this. No problem. I copied the wrong. You can see I have Karn Control versus our Prison Lock. Our Prison K-Lock. K-Lock, I was like, oh, that's Karn Control. If you play in a no-ban list, you could play the one with Mycosynth Platis. It's really fun. It's got a good win rate. So I take it by people stopping by. People like to see Red Prison. You funny little people. I prefer a version with Karn in it. Dang, they're just chomping at the bit here. Man, that came in and smacked me one. That's so rude. Alright. I'm going to just sit at 6 here, and I've got this anger. I have to play the anger now because of this card. So let's go ahead and anger the board and hope that next turn I can play a Blood Moon and stop them. I hope they do not have another Thunderkin Awakener. If they do, we lose. I need another land. Oh yeah, Hogak was never a problem, Grace. Just like degenerate decks. Alright, this is frustrating to see here because they can go get the Ingot Chewer that they probably have now. So I almost need like Torpor first, then I can play Blood Moon. Dang, Thunderkin Awakener. That ends us here too if I don't get a land. It's a smart pickup. Well, if I had a ritual effect, I can Karn and get rid of the Lightning Skelemental, and then this wouldn't be as potent. That was a good card. That just ends it. Just ends it. Bam. I don't know. By turn 6, would Maze Mine be off? Probably not. Dang. Had to draw a 4-drop. Alright, alright, alright. We're on the play now. I think I'm going to keep everything as is. Yes. Keep everything as is there. Got the bridge, but they got under the bridge. They got under the bridge in one of those interesting ways where they can actually bring in a creature that attacks for a lot more damage. Gets around the bridge. It's nice. I still think abrading the vial was correct there. All right, match 3 coming up. Or game 3. Match 3, game 3. 3-3-3. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. For those that are new, thanks for joining us. Streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Gotta give that shout out, that self-promotion. Let's play first. All right. Blood Moon's not the greatest, but we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. If they have the Aether Vial, this hand's a bit weaker, but we at least have a Seasoned Pyromancer to dig us. Plenty of mana here. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. A land go. Bye. Primal Beyond. Flamekin. Plays Flamekin. Thunderkin got under it, but it brings the creature in already attacking, so the 6/1 already is smacking you in the face. Smoke Braider. Alright, let's do it this way anyway. My opponent didn't show us that they had a Aether Vial here with the Smoke Braider. This does get them around the Blood Moon, but I have the Abrade. I'll probably just be playing the Abrade, killing the Smoke Braider, and hopefully this will keep them from having the multiple colors that Elementals does generally need. I like the spot removal. Let's go ahead and Anger. Anger past turn. This way they can't like reanimate that with a Thunderkin again. Anger feels really smart there. If we draw another land or something, I'm probably going to hold it for Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh gosh, they're just going to do this again. We may not be playing the Gemstone Caverns lands, because I might be abrading another thing to get them out of this Blood Moon. Smoke Raider again. They don't play it. It's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and do some digging with Seasoned Pyromancer. This doesn't have haste. I don't think they can give it haste. Gonna hold my Abrade and pass turn now. A little surprised they didn't go ahead and... Oh, that's right. It goes to the top of the library. What am I thinking? I am a dumb fluffy sometimes. I'm a dumb fluffy. Oh my gosh. Please stop. Please stop searching. Oh my gosh. If they get another Smoke Braider, I'm going to flip the table. I'm going to flip the table. This has got to be a colorful one. Alright, it's a Wismare. Thank goodness. Land? Play Chandra here. We are going to go ahead and get rid of Smoke Braider. And we'll defend Chandra here with Seasoned Pyromancer. Wismare in hand. That was the draw for this turn. I just send this broken heart in chat because I've now destroyed the Smoke Braider like 4 times. Alright, I only did it twice, but it feels like 4 times. It feels like a victory. Alright, let's up with Chandra here. It's pretty simple. If I hit anything cool. Maze Mine, pass turn. We'll use Simian Spirit Guide on the Maze Mine here. I'm not concerned about being too high for bridge right now. I want to take some natural draws here. We need to find something to finish this game out. You think they're locked out? Is that what you're saying? They're locked out? Alright, let's go ahead and exile this. Let's take a random draw. Ramps me. Land. Up with Chandra. They said the torch is lit. I'm going to go ahead and take time to put the Simian Spirit Guide into play. This way they can't come and just poke this for 1. I want to be able to emblem my Chandra here. They top decked a land there, so they have 4 lands. We should be in a good spot here. I'm going to take the Maze Mine Scry this time. We'll bottom that. I don't need another Blood Moon. That's a good card. Alright, Emblem here. We're going to Desperate Ritual, shoot. Karn, shoot. Down tick. Go get Chalice, sure, shoot. And then swing for lethal, and they've got a block. Nice. We got there. Against the Elementals. Getting the lockdown, Blood Moons, Bridges, Angers. Little sweep in action. The Anger came in handy to have a few extras. I'm sure that's the extra one we drew. Woo! 200221. Ad nauseum Ponza Elementals. Yeah, it should, Grayus. I was just picking random stuff to cast. But yes. If you're worried about your opponent who's already said GG's, you got me. Being tricksy, Tormod's Crypt, clear their graveyard. That way they don't get a Thunderkin back. Ponza beat me. Or against a ton of butts. Removal, Blood Moon, ×2, Maze Mind Tome. Opponent's mulled to 6. Sure, we'll give it a shot here. You've run into Ad Nause twice this league. Can I have your Ad Nauseam opponent, please? Thanks. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Eldrazi Temple. That's not good. Alright, thankfully we have Blood Moon that can be ritualed out. Maybe my opponent gets kind of frisky here and immediately cracks Expedition Map. Maybe. Be really sweet. It was sweet. I need a ritual spell off the top. They're going to take Desperate Ritual probably here. This turn I will abrade the Expedition Map with the hope that they can't go get their waste. As long as they don't have another... Wow, they take Chandra. Why do you take Chandra? Chandra kills Thought-Knot? That must be the reason. I have to abrade the Expedition Map, though. That way they don't get anything else after I play this Blood Moon. A little odd, I guess, but I guess the idea here is that the Thought-Knot dies. If they play like a Reality Smasher here, it's crazy. Oh, they had another Expedition Map. That's clever. That's clever. I don't particularly like playing Blood Moon anymore now. Let's play a Seasoned Pyromancer. I'm going to get rid of an Abrade. I'm going to get rid of a Maze Mine and a Blood Moon here. Cool. Alright. This is good. Karn gets me a bridge, which is probably very much needed here. They're going to Expedition Map. They're going to go get a waste to be safe. Why is Blood Moon not that good anymore? Because the Expedition Map just gets the waste, and if I ritual out a Blood Moon, they'll still have 4 mana and could just play another Thought-Knot, and then I have 2 Thought-Knots to play against. The only thing that's worse here is if they're able to play, like, I guess, Ugin or a Reality Smasher. But, like, a 2/2 Walking Ballista isn't that scary. Alright, so they shoot a couple tokens here. Like, I'm going to just take the damage here. I'm going to take it because I'm going to probably play Karn. Gosh, I hit a bridge. Well, I didn't hit my land. So what's frustrating here is I need to get this bridge probably down. I can do it like this, and then they can't attack with Thought-Knot. But what's frustrating also is that if they have a land, they can just put this up to 3 immediately. So if I don't find that land right here, the Blood Moon won't stop this and they'll get my bridge. I think to conserve my life total here, we're going to do bridge here and hope for the best. We'll hope for the best. We're hoping for a no land drop from my opponent here. That would be the best. It would give me 2 turns. I can at least cast something out of hand so Thought-Knot doesn't ruin us. They do have their land, so we need a land for Blood Moon now. They will not be pumping Walking Ballista. We're much better because they decided to play Expedition Map. We good. We good. We good, everyone. Oh, we do hit our land too. Show me one more land here. Oh, yes. I'm going to play a Blood Moon here. Pass turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This gives them the 6th. Maybe they have Ugin. Ugin down tick on Blood Moon. That was Somewhat lucky. So they usually have the Ugin, the 6-mana Ugin, which I'm going to have to figure out the name of here in a moment. They beef up Walking Ballista here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have a land coming, so this will be good. Ugin the Ineffable? That's what they usually play, right? That's what I'm going to have to name with this Karn. Or not Karn, with the Spyglass that I'm going to go get. I'm going to go get a... blah, 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 blah. What am I going to go get? I'm going to go get that card. There's another waste. I'm going to go get a liquid metal coating here. Alright, they made Walking Ballista huge, so that's nice. Can't attack now. Ah, they're deciding to use Walking Ballista here too. Nifty. Alright. Go down here. I'm gonna go get Spyglass first here. We're gonna hope to dodge a Thought Knot Seer by doing this. It's a little bit riskier to do it this way. But if they find a way to somehow kill Karn, which I don't know how they would maybe do that, but I've seen worse. Then I want the Spyglass. If that goes to the bin, we can always go get it a little bit later. There are ways to get it. It's just harder without relics. But I think the Spyglass is where I want to be. The other thing that we have to be worried about is them doing a downtick, or sorry, Karn uptick on bridge and killing the bridge with like a dismember. I've lost that way too. Yes, you're correct. Sorry. This does exile. I was thinking it threw it to the graveyard. You're correct. The brain's going a little bit fuzzy. Thank you. Oh, this is 7 mana. Okay. It's not the worst. Now I can name Blast Zone, or I can blow up Blast Zone. Looks like I'm going to have to name Blast Zone. Because Karn's going to be at 1. So I can't go get a way to stop that. So this goes up. We Spyglass here. Say okay to this. Ghost Quarter. I have to get Blast Zone, don't I? I don't particularly like naming Blast Zone here, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I can not worry about it so much. Exile Swimming Spirit Guide. They skip their step here. We have an Urza's Mine now. That was the draw. I'm going to hold a Braid for a little bit longer here. There's a Void. See what's on top. I'll take her very happily. Up again, past turn. Liquid Metal Coating, such a slow kill here. Three, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, I have so much mana. Okay. Play Chandra here. Sideboard wise, I think I want to go get this Liquid Metal Coating. Still. And I'm going to put it into play. This will start removing lands. It doesn't win us the game, unfortunately. But maybe if I can get Chandra up far enough, then an Ugin being played won't hurt us. I'm not stopping their lands currently because their lands really don't do anything to us. We just know about the Ghost Quarter at this point. If I want to draw another card, I could Chandra down tick on Thought Knot. Could be a good line. Could be. Oh, please don't be big. Please, please, please stop. Just be a reality smasher. So they're going to go and get an artifact card. They get Sovereign here. For those going, you could have stopped the land. They have a Ghost Quarter to still play. So not killing Walking Ballista for a while here now. Sort of not paying off. At the same time, this is a good time to just go ahead and hit the Walking Ballista with this Abrade. I hit another Karn. It's really good. Wonder what I go get though. Like I want to go get another bridge here. Gosh, I don't know what to do. I wonder what they go get. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can play Karn. I could put another bridge into play. Thinking kill Ballista with the Abrade. We could kill Ballista with an Abrade. A little worried about this thing. Spyglass for Chandra. Karn stops their liquid metal coating. You mean them getting a Spyglass? I just realized that. Probably. Which makes me kind of want to hold the Abrade for another turn. Let's go up for damage here and pass turn. I think I'm relatively safe here from them coming after me. But yeah, let's play the Abrade to kill a Spyglass if they go grab that with their own Karn here. Scavenger Ground gets rid of my Seasoned Pyromancer in the yard. Seasoned Pyromancer is going to go bye-bye. They can literally go get anything here. But all artifacts are turned off by Karn. So it's got to be something static-y like the Spyglass. This one's a bit of a head-scratcher. Game 1 always can be a bit of a head-scratcher. Because they start playing kind of like we do. We can stop them with a bridge, but then they're just like, oh, I'll make this a thing or something. And then they shoot it, and then they crash in with their creatures or something. Alright, so they pick up a Pithy Needle here. Pithy Needle is going to name Chandra Torch of Defiance. What's frustrating here is that although they're going to do this, they're going to name Chandra here. What's frustrating is they'll probably have a relic, which they can go get in the Pithy Needle and get around this. It's a bonus Chandra. So I can Abrade, shoot the Pithy Needle. I wonder if there's a way that I can get to this Karn. I braid the Pithy Needle. Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Chandra. That's true, they can't activate Relic. That's fair. There's a lot of things going on here. Let's destroy Pithy Needle. I guess I'm just going up with this Chandra. Gosh, but then this Walking Ballista's here. You know what? Let's go up for mana and see if they do anything. And if they don't, we'll get Seasoned Pyromancer here. This is the time where they should maybe activate Scavenger Grounds. They don't, so we'll go ahead and play defensive here. And then next turn, we can keep Karn kind of low. We have a Sovereign that's going to be in the way next. Gosh, I don't know. My mind is melting. If your mind is melting, it's okay. We're all melting together. Alright, opponent's giving up here. I think we have a hard enough lock that we stop them. This is a really good card. We would have had our 6 mana. This one would have won it for us. What's frustrating about this matchup is it's probably like no change, but we don't really do much different and they get better game 2 and game 3. They'll have ways to interact with Bridge, they're going to have ways to get around our Blood Moon, and so on and so forth. So it gets frustrating in that capacity. They play Chalice themselves, but we kind of want to keep our Chalice for Chalice on 1. We're not bringing in Angers and Slagstorms typically. Maybe a 2-2 split somewhere, but it's really just not anything you really want to be like worrying yourself about. I'm going to keep this hand, try to see what a Seasoned Pyromancer digs me into. Having enough lands here is nice because we can play everything. They might have a turn 2 Thought Knot though, in which case we'll be in some trouble here with our flooding out. With our flooding out. Alright, the other thing that's really weird in the matchup is, yeah, you can name Spyglass and name Karn, which is like kind of an okay thing to do. But then you shut off our own kind of win conditions, so it gets really strange. Oh, come on, deck. Alright, Ritual out, Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's get rid of some of this junk that's in my hand. Well, that's alright, cards. We kept a loose hand here. Yeah, this was flooding really hard. Opponent does a double scry here, so maybe they're looking for another land. They kept the last card on top, though. They bottomed the first one. Tower. We have 4 mana here. 4 mana means to be probably Thought Knot or Walking Ballista. Caleb Flood. Thasis Flood. I kind of like that one. Is that like an otter thing? Takes my Braid. Doesn't want to lose their Maze Mind Tome. Come on, pack, let's howl. we need some support. Alright, so what am I looking for? Bridge, Blood Moon, and a Walker, probably. Bridge, Blood Moon, and a Walker. We're going to take double scry here, probably. The bonk emote. Oh, Blast sounds really good here. Reality Smasher. Now I need a bridge. Now I need a bridge. Real bad. Alright. Take 9. Sure. Alright, fingers crossed here. We are going to chump block here. If I whiff again, at least I have the Seasoned Pyromancer down in the bin. I'm taking the Blood Moon here because my opponent has no wastes. Kind of the hope here is that I'm going to get hit for 9 and I'm going to luckily top deck a bridge. If my opponent follows this with a Karn, we're pretty screwed. We're bonking Evan. I like this. I like our northern friend here. Our northern friend's got some good ideas here. Approved. I don't know if you've been by. I have a Canadian shirt I wear. Quite a bit, actually, on stream. It has the Canadian flag. Or the maple leaf. Opponent bottoms a card. Ghost Quarter. That's definitely not another Reality Smasher showing up. This is a 2/2 Walking Ballista. Oh, it's a Chalice on 2. That's totally fine. We actually don't have that much on 2. Alright, we'll take our Scry here. Looking for bridge. Okay. Feels good. It's as good as it's going to get here. It's as good as it's going to get. I can't do much better than that. I need them to not have Karn dismember. I'm at 6. We had 2 looks at it, people. We had 2. Oh, waste. Watch this be a Walking Ballista. Oh, thought not. Psh. All right, I need a Karn ASAP. Karn is our next need. I will take a Chandra, but I would very much prefer a Karn. Gaining a little bit of life here is going to be nice. Karn is ideal, though. Chalice isn't good enough. Bottom. I will take another Scry here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take a draw, actually. I could draw. Draw. I'm doing a Scry, then a draw. People with all the draws. I do have a bridge, and my opponent could play a small Walking Ballista and get under a hit if I flood out. Let's be careful with that draw suggestion. People suggesting the draw. I guess I'll hold a Chalice and try to put it on 4. Can I get a Chalice on 4? And I gotta avoid a Blast Zone when they all dust me. Come on, Karn, where you at, buddy? I don't need this upkeep stop anymore. Alright, we'll take her. Chandra. Here we're going to play Chandra, and we're actually going to do Seasoned Pyromancer here. I have 2 more turns to get them to 20. I'm going to hold Chalice because it's worth 5 damage now. We're going to do this in case they have a chance to bounce or get rid of my bridge. It keeps me alive for at least a turn. Because I have 7 mana here and Chandra, I could easily uptick, find Karn, downtick, get bridge, and reset the board. So these 2 elementals blocking 2 Thought Knots keeps us alive. Yes. Blast Zone could. Blast Zone could theoretically here if they remove Blood Moon. We get there. Top deck land, play land, Chandra uptick, play Seasoned Pyromancer. We probably would. Draw 2 more. There we go. Chandra Awakened Inferno would be the next turn. And a bonus Blood Moon. I would hold the Blood Moon in case my opponent does an All Is Dust at some point, so this card would remain in hand. And we'd uptick Chandra Awakened Inferno a few times. 2 turns away from an ult here. I think that's why they conceded. But it is what it is. 3-1. Got 1 more match tonight. Moon into bridge. Best draw ever. It was pretty good. We played to our outs. So a lot of people will be like luck sack and everything like that. There's something to be said about I know exactly what card needs to happen. And we'll play to that out. And that's the strategy we'll play from like turn 2 to turn 4. And then it looks really good when it happens. But we're just playing towards that. What's up, Squirmit? I see you over there. Yes. Play to your out, but recognize what your out is. And recognize your out before it's like that turn. Try to play towards it. You are seen. You are. Let's find an opponent. All right, our opponent is Google, apparently. Let's play first. Google is Skynet. It's going to be an interesting matchup. We'll keep this one. I've got a cool Chalice here. I'm going to maybe lead with Void. Maybe throw my opponent off. Try to cantrip or a scry a land to the top here. All right, we'll take our land. Looks good. All right, Google. Let's go. See if this is a matchup where Chalice matters. Oh, lag's not good. I hate lag. There we go. All right, we have a Scalding Tarn. I don't have enough information. I'm going to go ahead and try to play a Maze Mind Tome. I'm keeping Chalice with the idea that if randomly my opponent Storm, yes, there are fetch versions of Storm. We've been seeing them a little bit. That Chalice on 2 would be a little bit more potent. Taking a bit of a risk here. There's a Breeding Pool. The Abrade, though, is kind of nice. It could remove something. Surprised they shocked that in. Thought Scour. All right. Lightning Bolt, Thought Scour, Field of Ruin, Scalding Tarn into Breeding Pool with Scalding Tarn as the follow-up. I'm going to wait on Maze Mind Tome. My hand's pretty okay here. We'll just pass turn. My opponent's not doing anything. I kind of want to put a Chalice on 2. Is this Team or Trade Binder? Possibly. Steam Vents. It's interesting, the whole Shock and Thought Scour. Castle Vantress. Here we go. Gonna get our first taste of what's going on here. This is a Euro. It is a Euro. All right. Sweet card. If they have Force, I cry, but if they don't have Force, it'll be a bit sad that I don't have a Chalice to protect this, but I'm going to do Karn, go get Tormod's Crypt here. This card's a pain for us to deal with. All right, here we go. The big question. Does my... I don't care what I draw here. Does my opponent have a Force of Negation? That resolved relatively quickly. Tormod's Crypt coming in a little more clutch. Little more clutch than a Relic right now. Go ahead, opponent. And because they're blue, I feel pretty good about a Chandra Awakened Inferno, especially if I get like a Simian Spirit Guide here. I could get a Simian Spirit Guide and just take care of this. Bonus Euro, that's fine. So what does everyone think the next exceedingly powerful Simic 3-drop will be? I don't think we're going to get a powerful Simic 3-drop for a little while. This turn's looking like Chalice Season Pyromancer, maybe use Karn to go get something. Maybe not. Bolt. Alright, I'm going to take a Scry here. Our hand's pretty nice. I want to... Okay. That's what I would have gotten with Karn, so... Sure. Attempt a Chalice on 1 first. I think my opponent will be most upset about that. Does nothing. Bridge. No counter, please. Uh-oh. Remand. Alright, it's not the worst counter. Euro doesn't look like it's flashing back here. We're going to do a double Scry here, trying to hit our land. If we can hit our land, we get to Chandra Awakened and go up, and that should be fairly safe. Fairly safe to then down tick on a Euro in the future. Red and 6 goes up to 4. Not worried about that card at all. Maze Mind, looking for a land. That's not a land, we'll bottom. Looking for a land. Yep. Land, come on. This one's tempting. This one's tempting. They remanded the bridge. They probably have a better counter here. Alright. We're going to play Blood Moon here. This will draw out another counter if they have one. If this lands, we're in really good shape, but I don't expect it to land. They remand this away. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have another land to follow this up. Seems like my opponent likes their remands. We did not come to cast. Yes, but winning's also a really nice thing. And Chandra Awakened Inferno probably wins this game. So yes, we came to not... We came to play Blood Moons, but like hitting a land there, we could easily win the game. Alright, they picked up the fetch land they used. See, we would have hit our land too. I'm wondering if this is a turn where I just slam Chandra here now. I think it is. I think it is. So we'd have Chandra down a turn earlier here. I can't imagine they main deck Aether Gust, so I think this should stick fine. We'll go up for damage here and pass turn. Hero's not exactly coming back anytime soon. I say that maybe like 2 turns or something. But a couple emblems here will hopefully undo that. Then I can get a bridge and a Blood Moon down. My opponent can clearly cast Euro right now. Let's see what this is. Snapcast or something? Oh, Castle. Okay, just activate. That's fine. 2 cards to the bottom. Okay. We'll F6 through this turn. Oh my gosh, Evan mains decks Aether Gust. That's because he knows me. It's because he knows this guy over here that plays Blood Moons and Chandras and other things. That's why he mains decks it. Alright, when they play Euro here, they need 5 cards. They've only got 4 right now, so we'll wait for them to cast something else. And then slam Euro. We can try to Blood Moon bridge this, but we can also use Chandra and try to remove the Euro as well. I'm seeing Cryptic Mana here. We've bounced this Chandra Awakened Inferno. She shows back up, my friend. So they do this, they can slam Euro. If they do that, I probably Blood Moon bridge. I might also just yeah, I think I Blood Moon bridge here. What do you think? They got a force here? Oh, we'll have a land. You guys have little faith. There's a land right on top. You watch this. Easy mode right here. Land. The question is, what do we want to do? Am I slamming Blood Moon Bridge, or what am I doing here? Oh my gosh, everyone's like 6 mana. High chances to hit this land. Plus we have the Simian Spirit Guide and the Rituals. We were good. We were good, people. We're good. Like, Blood Moon's not stopping Cryptic here. Euro's kind of frustrating. If they have a bounce again, bridge... Yukimoto Master. I don't know, guys. I think it's Bridge Blood Moon here. Bridge Blood Moon, watch for the next Cryptic here. They've already used 1 Cryptic command. They've got the 3 mana here. If they don't, maybe they're needing something with cantrips, then we can use Chandra uptick next turn and then the following turn downtick, or tag this. Alright. We'll play these 2 cards, pass turn. They can't attack. We're hoping that draw is a problem for them. If they do have just Cryptic, though, we're in a world of hurt because they're 4-turn clock. They're F6. Yeah, apparently they were F6, but what are you gonna do? Renin 6 is at 6. Their graveyard has nothing in it at the moment. Looks like they're just passing. I'd love to be able to use Chandra like up here and then do something. That Renin 6 really worries me. Greetings from Chile. I love how you play. Thanks. Thank you. Alright, we're going to Chandra and Awaken Inferno. I'm going to actually tag this for 2 damage. Whoa, what are we doing? Factor Fiction. Yeah, go for it. Dang. This does 5 damage to creature Planeswalker. We have a Wilderness Reclamation here. Shoot, guys. Some powerful things with this Factor Fiction. It is a greedy deck. I don't know what I care about here. I really don't know. Like, Magnetic Sinkhole's kind of annoying, because then when they have the Renin 6, they can replay it. But, like, that's not... Like, it might just be like this. Like, sure, you can have Magnetic and a Forge. You know what? Let's do it this way. This card's like really powerful, but this bothers me enough. They took everything that I didn't think they would. What else are we doing here? Growth Spiral, sure. They can play one of these lands. That's great. Why didn't you play one of your lands? I know you have them. Alright. The play still here is 2 damage to Renin 6. We're playing 2 damage to Renin 6 because the following turn I can downtick for 3 and use a Braid, possibly. They do have the Force of Negation, so we're probably just not going to ignore Euro for a while here. We gotta hope that they don't have a way to bounce Bridge for a while. Thought Scours, which does nothing. Chandra, Gift. Point damage. I might just play tag here with Renin 6 for a while. I don't know. Need a Karn, stop the islands here. They have the Force to stop that. Wilderness Reclamations played. Now my opponent can tap all kinds of mana. I have a feeling whatever I split there, they're taking Wilderness Reclamation. Maybe I should have split to not give them Force as well. We're floating all kinds of mana. Floaty, floaty. This is their end step, so we'll see if they play anything. Uh-oh. That's a lot of mana. Don't hurt me, opponent. What is this? This is a lot. This is Nexus of Fate. Explosion. They drew cards. Okay, what else we got? Cleanup step. They're gonna fire off a bolt. Bolt, Mystic, Misty. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and season Pyromancer, and we're gonna take all this. We know they have a Force here. Remands it. Replay it. I would like to play this opponent. Remands it. Alright. Go ahead, opponent. So, my opponent kills me because they're going to get a big explosion here with the Ren and 6 ult. That's what's going to happen. That's all 4 remands. It was a lot of remands. But yes, all 4 are done. Finally. He's out of remands. We did it. Love to get a Seasoned Pyromancer down with tokens here so that we can maybe get around and pressure Ren and 6 to prevent an explosion in the future. We'll see though. Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, he sticks. He sticks. Land. I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn, leave ourselves a little exposed to losing the bridge here. I'm going to do that. Maybe they'll poke this away, and then I can use the excess mana here to get tokens. He'll deck himself? Oh, that's true. That's true. That is a true statement you got there. Maybe they die in 18 turns from Chandra. Maybe. That's true. If explosion is the win condition here, they'll run out of cards before that happens. It's true. They could target us with the draw. All right, I'm gonna attack Ren and 6 here and keep this thing in check. Blocks this one. That's good. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's try to play a new bridge. I presume. Oh, okay. It's not how they're killing us. Clearly. So what's funny is, although Chandra Awakened Inferno's the emblem is doing damage, what's really funny is they have less cards than the emblem itself. So the emblem will not win this game. It looks like it's impossible for the emblem to win the game. I don't know. Is it target player? Yep, target player draws X cards. Okay. Keep Ren and 6 in check again. I could actually start going after them, but I'm going to do Ren and 6 one more time here. And they could deck me. They could. I'm going to try to get Chandra down here. This should be met with the force. Should be. It's force that they've been holding on to so dearly. So dearly. Hard casts. And then 1, 2, 3. Cast a Simian Spirit Guide. This should get under most of their counter spells at this point in the game. Ren and 6 is small enough that I think I can turn my attention to my opponent now. I'll swing, I'll do 3, which will shorten the clock some. We'll see though. Bonus Wilderness Reclamation. They upticked and picked up a Mystic Sanctuary. Sorry that it keeps bouncing around like a crazy lunatic thing. Untaps mana. We draw a bonus Abrade. Let's attack them. I want to go Braid to Braid, but I don't think it'll hit. Ah, let's do it. 3 damage. They allowed that one to resolve. Go again. Surely they counter this one if they have a counter. Pain costs. Force of negation. Alright. We get in for 3 then. Put them to 13. Worst case, we have one card from draw next turn. Yeah, they're probably blocking Simian Spirit Guide here anyway. Down to 13. Kind of want a Seasoned Pyromancer now. I think I need more cards. Chandra, trigger, down to 12. This game could very well come down to the clock as the final match. Now they have a chance of dying to Chandra. Exactly, we did it. Oh, and they're drawing more cards. Now they can't die to Chandra because they drew too many cards. In the game live. We tried. We tried so hard. What a long game. Yeah, it's a very long... Whoa. Whoa. Things happen. My opponent clicked the wrong stuff. I can get in. I can get in. Please don't tell me they've got the win. Oh, they clicked the wrong things. Chalice. What could I put Chalice on so I don't die immediately? What should I try to put Chalice on? 3? Let's try it. It's not like 3 hurts me at all. Could do an expansion on 2 and prevent the copy. Chalice on 50 to stop. There's a force. We figured there was a force. Alright, Chandra. Awakened Inferno takes them to 11. I have 3 tokens currently. This is where Rappelmaster would be doing the jam sauce. They play a land for the turn. Goes up. By the way, they can cast Euro now. What if this is their only expansion explosion and I need to just kill Renin 6 here? What if that's the case? Oh my gosh, maybe I should be killing this. Where's my other Chandra Awakened Inferno? We have 2 in the deck. If I do, just blast Renin 6. Be like, done. Go away. Untap, untap. No floating mana, thank goodness. Bonus Blood Moon, thanks. Alright, attack Renin 6 here. Maybe we should have the other turn. I'm sure they have another Renin 6. Whoa, what's going on there? Let's play another Blood Moon here. Past turn. Renin 6 is at 4. Opponent is moving to counter. Fact or fiction? Field is... What do they have open right now? Why can't I see what lands they have open? 2 islands. We're trying to resolve a Blood Moon here. They currently don't have triple blue. They have double blue open right now. They'll get triple blue. Here, have a Cryptic Commander, have 1,000,000 lands. They took Cryptic. Whoa. Whoa. Nexus of Fate. Alright, but I play this Blood Moon. I jammed the Blood Moon. Chandra. So, how do we win now? They have a Nexus of Fate. They play Nexus of Fate again. Are we gonna die? They do take 1 damage per Nexus. They can't take infinite turns. They never mill out, but that's the problem, is they have to be able to kill me. But they should be able to with Renin 6 and being able to play this from the yard because they'll have a land in play. They're just doing the whole Nexus thing. Now I'm wishing I used Chandra up twice. No, my opponent should have this. They should be paying attention with their Renin 6. I'm going to make sure that's their line, though. If they decide to just keep looping Nexus of Fate and they can't, I don't know, generate enough mana or do something weird here. They spend like 4 minutes on the timer to do this. Yeah, they'll spend quite a bit of time to do this. Besides, if they goof it up, I kill them in 11 iterations of Nexus of Fate here. I can't imagine they only have one Renin 6, by the way. That's gotta be there. I guess maybe a Chalice on 2 and killing Renin 6 would have been an interesting line. Yeah, they'll have a land with Renin 6. Here we go. We get a turn to top deck Chandra. No, I don't think we get any turns. They picked up their land. There was the other Renin 6. So it's end step here. They should float all the mana here. Float, 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 float. Float, float, float. And do it again. Float, 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 float. Watch this. We're going to draw so many cards. Float, 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 float. It's a lot of mana. Watch this. It's going to be epic. Epic. Incredible. Mana intensive. Yeah, this should deck us too. We'll see what this is for. I'd like to see how much this is for when they nail us for it. 38. Huh. Just a little bit. I draw 38 cards with Explosion. And they're holding up Cryptic. The mad scientist over there. Look. Now we know what we were going to draw. I'll see some Pyromancy. There's some Karns. There's some Chalices. There she is. Okay, cool. Man. To be honest, I hate having no cards to bring in. So we'll submit deck. We don't have anything in because although the Torp Orb's kind of interesting to stop Euro, it would keep the Euro in play. Anger doesn't really kill that. Bridge is fetchable by Karn. I suppose I could play a Wormcoil Engine, but Chalice is fine here too. Did the log show dying to the draw or the damage? I died to the draw, it looks like. Draws 38 cards. Draw happened first. All right, let's play first. That was game one. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. If I top deck a land, this gets interesting. I think I have to mulligan this though. We can't rely on just top decking a land. Not in this matchup. All right, this looks good. Keep this. I'm gonna get rid of Abrade. Let's do it. We have a set of Maze Mind Tomes. Surely with that in the void, we'll hit that land like that. Alright, we'll play nice and quick here. My opponent's got to play nice and quick as well. Let's get ready for some hot magic here. Boom, boom. Maze Mind. Go, opponent. Yep. Also, doesn't Guttural Response cost 1 and I had a Chalice on 1? We would have gotten owned by our own. Look, Blood Moon. Alright, so they do the Renin 6 here. We're going to go ahead and Maze Mine. Bottom of this land. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to slam a Blood Moon. I have a feeling they have a force. But if they don't, we'll be in a good spot. Maybe get a quick concession here. Blood Moon? Resolved. We'll put you on top. Ho ho! Some good cards. Good F6, opponent. Whoa, island's illegal. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to play a Karn here. If they have the Remand, it sucks, but if they don't, then we'll go get a Liquid Metal Coating and get things set up here. I'm gonna go with Liquid Metal. Even though they could bolt Karn, I'm not going to worry about getting a Spyglass because this is just that much more lethal to my opponent. Not going to worry about Maze Mind Tome right now. I probably want to be drawing with it in the future. Okay. I think here I'm going to go ahead and try to play Liquid Metal Coating. They could bolt or do something in response. There's a Factor Fiction. You can have all these cool lands or Euro and Wilderness. I really don't care if you have lands. Because you have Blood Moon. Bye-bye Island. I'm lucky they didn't have a bolt. Gonna leave myself with the Maze Mine activation to draw. I want to beat this opponent by drawing cards. The Brutal Split. Just lands, that's what they took. Ho-ho! They got that island back. They're clever. They should probably play it. Good job. Don't worry, we'll get this worked out. We'll get it figured out. It's gonna just take a while. What? Are we gonna bolt? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're tapping a lot of mana here. Ooh. It's pretty good. Okay. Sounds pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Chandra down. Gonna go up here. We're gonna go ahead and play a Blood Moon behind this. And pass the turn. Sinkhole's annoying, that's for sure. I'm not sure my opponent can beat me in 6 minutes, though. We'll find out. Probably playing the draw game here. Never mind. Never mind. No Aether Gust? I nuked it pretty low. I wanted to try to keep Chandra Awakened Inferno around here. They up with Ren. We're gonna hopefully get to go up here with our Chandra Awakened. Just hanging out. Just hanging out. Up with Chandra Awakened first. Up with this Chandra. Say no to that. Pass turn. I'm gonna move this out of the way so you guys can see this lovely board state. I might actually see how long my opponent just wants to play Magic here. Kind of play with the clock here a little bit, because I'm worried about a game 3. No Tome, because you can do this off this Chandra here. I'm going to play the Tome now and shoot the Ren in 6, and then I'm just going to pass turn, I think. Yeah, they're very dead on board. Because we can do 15 here, and then we can do these, kill them. So my opponent concedes there. We were kind of thinking if we were to play a little bit slower there, or not emblem immediately, maybe they kind of like sit there and don't do anything, but I think as soon as I emblem, they were good. 5 minutes for my opponent to beat us. Final match of the night. Thank you all for tuning in on your Monday. Hopefully it wasn't too Monday-ish. Hopefully. What's up, Harry? Alright, I got a turn 1 Blood Moon. I think this is how we should end the night for sure. Force of Negation gets us really hard here, but otherwise we'll be in tip-top shape. Let's see if we get lucky. Land off the top's not bad either. Alright, land, Simian Spirit Guide, Ritual. It looked like they F6, but they seem to stop. Scalding Tarn here. We also have the Awakened Inferno later in the day. Basic Island here. Blood Moon Sticks. Woo. 5 minutes on my opponent's clock, and we actually have a Maze Mine Tome, which should help us find our way to Chandra. Let's go. Maze Mine stick? Yeah, buddy. We can put that on top of our library. Try to play bridge next. Looking pretty good. They could Aether Gust this away at any point. Attempt a bridge here. You can see my opponent's kind of like F6ing. Color Denial is great. Alright, so we're at 3 lands. I need a 4th here. This is the 5th, so I need to hit 2 lands here, and then we get Chandra Awakened Inferno into play. Oh, that was rude. They have Braid. I'll put this on top. The way they've been playing, I don't think they have a counter spell for this. Up for damage, pass turn. Next turn I get the Chandra Awakened Inferno. Hopefully they don't bounce this. Or kill it with 2 bolts. As long as they don't double bolt this, I'll be good. Although floating red. Magnetic Sinkhole. Oh. Assuming I hit a land. Grayus, we talked about this. I went over the bridge, so the next card's a land. Sinkhole, though. Land. Well, must be getting late. My energy is waning a little bit. Oh my gosh. It's not helping. I need to eat food now. Clearly. We're falling apart. By the way, that's a lot of Awakened Infernos. They're good against control matchups. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this deck. I'm gonna bottom. Oh boy. Oh boy, we bottom because they can field it away anyway. Chandra for days. Chandra for days. Chandra for days. Look at all those planeswalkers. Hey look. They shuffled my Blood Moon back into the deck somewhere. This feels over now? No! Don't say that. It's just going to be Euro. Oh gosh, his Wilderness Wreck. Untaps. My turn. Land. Chandra? Am I allowed to play this now? They're very low on clock. If this lands, I get the Chandra Awakened. They opt for a counter draw. Pass turn. Keeping in mind that if I get like 2 Chandra Awakened Infernos, his game is nowhere near close to finish because they like to take multiple turns. So if I get back-to-back Chandra Awakens, it's going to be at least 2, maybe even 3 damage a turn. That clock's not our only out, guys. We also have these 2. Yes, I've got to hit 2 more lands here. We could, though. We could. It's probably going to be a timeout. We'll see, though. Engineered on 3. So my opponents decided they need to do the whole blow-up bridge strategy. Try playing Karn first here, just to, you know, snag this. Remand. Okay. That's true, Grace. You didn't say our only out. They don't blow up at end step here. Chandra only? Alright, I'll play Chandra next. We blow up bridge here. If Karn would have landed, I would have been able to Tormod's Crypt. That was the point of that one. Escaping Euro here. They still got to hit me 4 times. A lot of actions still. Not to mention if I get this Chandra, I can shoot this, which adds an extra turn. Need running lands. Floats mana. Uh-oh. Fact or fiction? Here, we'll give you a crypt. No, we'll give you, yeah, we'll give you Cryptic or Gross Spiral. That'll make you want to click a bunch of things. If Chandra hits, this gets exiled. Yes, they had a remand too. Nifty. Ow. Well, I guess clock's gonna be our friend here. We'll end on a timeout, perhaps. We'll see. My opponent's playing relatively quick here. All right, well, we don't get the Chandra Awaken Infernos, probably, because I haven't hit a land now for quite some time. They returned a land. I was like, wait, where did this come from? No, I think they've got it. I think they've got it. By the way, we finally hit a land. We're considering Karn the Great Creator here. Counters and bounces my land. My out is bridge at this point. My out be bridge. They've got us. It is funny how fast they play right at the end, though. Oh, if only they would play quick throughout the whole game. There you go. Opponent's got us here. Hey, thank Last God for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. They have become speed. They did indeed. We go 3-2. We go 3-2 with Red Prison. Karn control here in Modern. Panza beats us, and the Teamer Reclamation Super Greedy list also beats us. Your out is a chest that will refund the league, but I got a 3-2. Last God, I got a 3-2. Yeah, if we would have had the lands, we would have been able to play a Chandra down and kill the Aether Gust would have gotten one of the Chandras, but hopefully they wouldn't have had so many, and we would have been able to kill the Euro, which probably would have won us the game. But hey, we knew Aether Gust could be a problem. Took care of a Blood Moon. Opponent got it. Red Prison.